It's about noon on Saturday, and I'm visiting my brother and sister-in-law's garden. They happen to be out of town, so I'm letting their puppies run around and do their business, get some fresh air, get a little exercise before I try to feed them their breakfast again. They're getting kind of picky. They're getting older and they don't like what I'm serving them. But Beth said there was lots of broccoli in the garden and that I could grab some. Ooh, that looks good right there. And I only have one hand since I'm trying to film this, and I'm not sure how to cut it. So I'm going to lay down the camera and pick it back up in a minute. So I don't know if I'm butchering it or if that's how I'm supposed to trim it. I trimmed off some of the bigger florets. I'm going to make a broccoli salad with it and see what else she might have. Looks like she's got some okra growing and some zinnias. The Brussels sprouts are coming along. I think there's some tiny Brussels sprouts on there if you look down in there. Kind of hard to see. Corn looks nice. It's a bell from our parents' yard from when we were kids. Beautiful big green tomatoes. None of them are ripe yet. And more tomatoes. Usually she has peppers and quite a few other things, but we also have a farmer's market a couple of blocks down the road, and we can go get whatever we need when we need it. But my sister-in-law Beth has amazing flowers as well. I'll take you around and show you some. She has some beautiful hydrangeas that are in bloom, and a lot more that will be in bloom soon. I'm not sure what this is, but it started out as a house plant, and it's as big as the window now. And then these are hydrangeas, but they're a different color, and I just love them. And around here we have more. And then on her deck we have tons of succulents and flowers. I wouldn't be surprised if she's got some herbs. Some beautiful, I don't know what those are. Ooh. And a pink hydrangea right back here. Gosh, I love them. Hydrangeas are one of my favorites. So I think I want to make some broccoli salad for lunch today. We'll throw our broccoli in here, straight from the garden. And rinse it off really, really good. And then we'll let that dry. Next, just using a pair of chicken shears, I cut that up in bite-sized pieces. I might even wash it again, you know, being outside and everything. That's about right. You don't want to have a big, huge bite to have to crunch into. You really just want little bite-sized pieces on that. So I'm making up the dressing now, which is very easy. It's basically a honey mustard dressing without the mustard, and quite honestly, you could add that too if you wanted to. So I started out with about a cup of mayonnaise, and I haven't ventured into making homemade mayonnaise yet, but that's on my list. This is just an olive oil mayonnaise that's store-bought. And then on top of that, I added a little minced garlic and about a half a cup of stevia and about a tablespoon or maybe a little more of just white vinegar. And of course you can get fancy and add all kind of flavored vinegars if you want. And then we're just going to mix that up. We'll let those flavors marry. Meanwhile, I've got some bacon bits frying up, and then I'm going to add some sunflower seeds and some cheese. And this is a very classic recipe here in the South. Everybody has to have broccoli salad at all their picnics. Everything's just a taste, so it doesn't really matter if you measure correctly or just do it for fun. Okay, I should have opened the cheese before I started this, so let me pause. We will add our broccoli. If I'm going to do many of these videos, I'm going to have to get a GoPro camera because it is impossible to cook one-handed. Either that or I'm going to have to get really skilled at this. Now I think that I'm going to stir this up, and I think this is all the broccoli I'm going to put in because I kind of want to saute some broccoli with olive oil, salt, and garlic for my supper tonight. So while the bacon is frying up, I'm going to let this sit for a minute. So we have our little bacon pieces all fried up. And we'll get those mixed in. I did drain them really good. And although you're probably counting the calories on this, I know it's a lot, but it's pretty keto friendly if that's something you like to do. The only simple sugar the recipe calls for is sugar, and I use stevia instead. And then I use this adobo seasoning, which is basically salt, pepper, turmeric, and a little garlic, and finish it up. Now, the recipe calls for red onion, and I don't have any red onion. So if this was going to be taken to a picnic with a bunch of people or used as funeral food to a grieving family, we would have run out and bought the red onion because that color really adds to the beauty of this dish. But I have a bunch of dried onions, so we just added a little bit of that in there, and it'll constitute really good in that mayonnaise. And give me a second and I'll finish up lunch. So doesn't that look wonderful? It's a very small hamburger with a little ketchup and mustard and some fresh basil and parsley from my friend Sonia's garden, and then the broccoli salad we just made from the fresh broccoli from Andy and Beth's garden. And that's a good meal. Bon appetit.